Good day everyone, and welcome to the Shadowbringers job introductions, this time featuring the Summoner. The Invokers of Eorzea have received significant changes not only to their actions, but also pets and resource management. To start things off, we have the overhauling of the Summoner's Aether Flow, no longer being granted by its own action, but rather through the usage of Energy Drain, or its new AoE sibling, the Energy Siphon, with whom it shares a recast time with. Now stacking up only twice, the new Aether Flow is used exclusively to perform Faster and Pain Flare, which remain largely unchanged, aside from no longer granting Aether Trail. To accommodate this change, the Action Bane no longer requires Aether Flow, and becomes further enhanced at level 78 to also spread Ruination across all enemies. The Summoner's signature Ruin spells now scale in potency depending on the presence of both Bio and Miasma on their targets. And replacing the old Tribind, we have the new Outburst, which also benefits from Ruination. And finally, we have the improved Tri-Disaster, now boasting a shorter recast time and inflicting Ruination for twice as long, thanks to the new trait obtained at level 76. The Summoner's iconic Dreadworm TRANCE has also received significant changes, now functioning independently of Aether Flow, but on a 60-second cooldown, in addition to reducing spellcasting time instead of boosting magic damage. And at level 72, the new enhanced Dreadworm trait further increases the amount of Aether it provides, allowing Bahamut to be summoned without the need to enter a second trance. To complement this change, summoners now enter the new Firebird trance after summoning Bahamut, functioning similarly to Dreadworm trance and replacing both Ruin 3 and Outburst with Fountain of Fire and Brand of Purgatory, respectively. And at level 80, Firebird trance is further enhanced to summon forth a Phoenix, providing a healing over time effect to nearby players and boasting Revelation as its enkindle action. Moving on to Eggy-specific changes, all summoning actions can now be performed instantly and free of any MP cost. In addition, Eggies now behave similarly to Bahamut, becoming impervious to most forms of damage and no longer generating enmity. To accommodate this change, Pat actions have also been reworked and consolidated into the new Eggy Assaults 1 and 2, which now benefit from the charge system. In addition to Enkindle, now receiving a significant cooldown reduction from its old trait. And starting at level 74, the new Eggy Assault trait guarantees the further Ruin effect, which can now be accumulated and stacks up to 4 times. Following the changes to Pat immunity, Titan's old Earthen Ward has been changed into the new Earthen Armor, which now creates a powerful damage-absorbing barrier around the Summoner. And lastly, the Aether Pact action, namely Devotion, has also received a moderate damage boost, but no longer provides a healing increase or damage mitigation. Of course, not all actions survive the Pat overhaul, and among them we have Garuda's Contagion and Ifrit's Radiant Shield, in addition to the retirement of the Summoner actions Shadow Flare, Rouse, and Sustain. Also joining them are the role actions Break, Drain, Diversion, Mana Shift, Apocatastasis, and Erase, leaving casters with the fewest amount of role actions available. While overwhelming at first, the adjustments brought about by Shadowbringers strive to add more summon to the word Summoner. But how do you feel about these changes? Let me know in the comments below, but until then, I hope to see you on the next job introduction.